Hey everyone, Dr. Troy Dukowitz here, and this is your weekly check-in. We changed it from Q&A to weekly check-in. So we got a couple things we're gonna cover here today: power and trajectory, and basically how this is gonna serve you throughout the course of the rest of the challenge, but like literally just in your life, if you're willing to do this. So we're gonna start from the beginning. There's a thing called the Core 4, morning ritual, power hour, morning success ritual, hour of power, whatever you wanna call it. Okay, and the point here is that we build a strong foundation to the day. Like, this is my springboard for the day. And so for many people, they get up, they hit snooze 4 times, they roll out of bed, they grab a half a stale donut and a cup of coffee, and they walk out the door. And they're kind of dragging ass on the way out the door. The objective is to build power. Now, you can use this word synonymously with the word energy. I want to create energy in the day. And I want to use that energy throughout the course of the day. So I'm using this morning routine to create a strong foundation and springboard to take me through the rest of my day. So if you are checking boxes, think about this. If you're checking boxes, you're not building a very strong foundation. You're probably building one that's very, very weak. It's going to crumble, and you're not experiencing much energy, power, or focus. Hell, probably for the morning. You're not even getting to the afternoon, not even for your morning. So if that's the case, you got to take a deep breath, look at what time are you getting up? Are you going through the motions when you're doing things? And typically this is what happens. People start getting up later, they try to rush through it, and they're not getting the full depth of what they're supposed to be getting. So you have to look at, and some of you, I know you're doing this. You're rushing through your Core 4 and then wondering why it's not giving you power. Or you're rushing through and checking boxes and going, whoo-hoo, 4 before the door, but you're not looking at the purpose behind everything that you're doing. If I have to generate power and I want to generate energy for my day, look at each aspect. Working out. Working out is pretty easy. Just to move, take a 10-minute walk in the morning and generate some blood flow feels good. It just feels good. It's undeniable. It feels good. Working out and going a little bit, if you're a person who likes to work out and you get a little deeper and you're grinding, like that feels good. There's power behind that. Getting a good smoothie in to start your day. It seems so basic, but yet to have that smoothie and get good nutrients into your body, it just feels good. Then you look at the power of meditation, the ability to slow down your mind and your focus. And if you're quiet enough, you will get a message. I would say it's downloaded from up above. You will have a message that's downloaded, and it sometimes will give you a focus for the course of the day. Wow, there's some power behind that, isn't there? And then you look at memoirs and your ability to sit and reflect. Me personally, I use the Day One app, and I reflect on the day before and typing out moments that I've had. I am thankful for is what I type, and I write down the things that I'm thankful for from the day before. I always write the favorite part of the day, what my boys said the favorite part of their day was, and then I write my lesson learned. There's some power in that, especially when I can wrap up a review of the day and get a lesson learned from it. There's power in that. Then you look at what? Partner in prosperity, and you look at your ability to just send a love note or message to a person that you love, honor, and appreciate. For some of you, if you don't have kids or you are looking for an expansion of this, send a note a day to somebody that you just love, honor, and appreciate. Like, end of story. That feels good. If you're not writing notes where it just feels good to send that off and you're not worried about if they're going to send something back, it feels good to tap and access that place of love within your soul. And you do the same thing for your spouse or significant other. If you don't have a spouse or significant other, then you pick another person that you could send a message to or write a message for. But don't just write a message, I love you, heart. Like, that's not going to get you any power. That gets zero power whatsoever, but to do something that generates some level of energy and love with you and that person is going to give you power and energy. And then you get to discover and declare. Like, look, chiropractors like, oh, I'm just going to go read in the green books. That's my discovery. Let's be honest here. Most of y'all don't need more information about chiropractic. What you need to be doing is diving into areas that can help to create levels of expansion in your life. Maybe it's leadership, maybe it's communication. Think about going down that path, because when you go down that path, you're now opening up a door of expansion within your soul. There's power behind that. And then to make a declaration, be it to your team, be it to your spouse, be it to your coworkers. When you make a declaration, you're saying, this is what I stand for today. This is what I'm going for. Or here's what I learned, and I'm going to implement this in my life. Think of the power that becomes behind those 8 things and 4 points in the day. That builds a strong foundation to your day. From there, you then proceed. So what you have to look at is, what is the power that you're getting? And we look at the scale, and there's a blaze, and there's a wake, and there's a live. You look at these different elements of that scale, 1 through 4, and you're honest with yourself when you start your day. If you start your day at a 2, okay, if you start your day at a 2, then your objective immediately should be, okay, what can I do right now to try to nudge it up to a 2.5? Maybe I need to do some affirmations. Maybe I need to sit down and write down my top 3 goals for the day. Maybe I need to sit down and write the 3 people I'm grateful for. Maybe I need to meditate when I get to work today as well. Then what are you going to do at lunch to continue to find a way to raise the energy level so that hopefully I can end the day stronger than I started? See, too many people give up coming out of the gates. They give up after they've checked the boxes. They go, I checked the boxes, woohoo! I did my core 4. And then they get to lunch and they're like, wow, what a shitty day. But what would happen if you started to do and implement a lunchtime ritual? So that your trajectory, hopefully your core 4 takes you this way, all the way through the end of the day. For some of you, it does this, up and down. For some of you, it does this. It's kind of low energy, low focus, low power, but it does get you through the day. But what if you were actually to implement and start to notice a rhythm that you might be in? You might have a rhythm that says at lunchtime, I'm dropping dead. You might have a rhythm that says at 3 o'clock, I'm dropping dead. It doesn't matter where that's happening. What matters is that you take a look at that middle point of your day and say, what if I were to implement 1 to 2 to 3 things at my lunch hour that would stimulate energy focus for me for the rest of the day? Maybe it's going for a walk, maybe it's exercising, maybe it's affirmations, maybe it's visualization, maybe it's more meditation, maybe it's reading, maybe it's gratitude. I don't know what it is for you. I also know that it doesn't have to take you an hour. It doesn't have to take you 30 minutes. It could take you less than 15 minutes if you're willing to sit down and just put your focus, attention, and intention into a few things that will give you intentful energy going through the rest of your day. Wow, now I have more power. How did I learn all this? Well, what I started noticing is that, first of all, you got to be honest with yourself, because I was going through and writing 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, because I'm like, I'm doing the core 4. And then I was like, but let's be honest, dude, like, where are you really at? And then I had to identify where I was really at. And then I started realizing there's going to be a shift point in the day. I'm conscious of it now. I can create a shift point in my energy, and I want to know what I'm doing to create that shift point. So I do a daily review. I'm going to show it to you right now. Here's my daily review. And on my daily review, it says, where did you start your day in power? And so I mark down where I was in power. And then I say, where are you ending the day in power? Because I want to know, was I able to carry that energy over through the course of the day? Next question. Where did your power shift and how did you get back or keep it on track? In other words, if I'm having a great day, I'm doing something to keep the energy going. I'm going to meditate. For me, typically it's meditate an extra time. Sometimes it's exercise an extra time. And so I look to, how did I keep that great day going? Or if I had a rough day, okay, what did I do to shift my energy and how did it shift it? In other words, I'm living my day with intention and attention on my actions and how I'm performing. And if I find that there's a lull in the action, I got to find a way to pick it back up again. Too many of you are just going through the day, and by the time you get to lunch or by the time you get to the afternoon, you're like, man, it's a good day, it's all right. You're not doing anything about it. What I'm asking you to do is do something about it. Add a lunchtime ritual that consists of a couple of items that are going to make you feel good and empowered in less than 10 minutes. I said 15. I'm going to go down even more and say in less than 10 minutes. Because in 10 to 15 minutes, you can easily rejuice those batteries and be ready for a strong day. So where are we going with this today? Number one, we want to identify, be honest with yourself every single morning. Where are you at in your power? If you're checking the boxes, go back and watch the first part of this video where I'm talking about the core 4 and just the elements. And if you're not doing them to the depths that I'm talking about, you start doing it that way, you're going to get way more power. The core 4 should not take you 15 minutes. If it takes you 15 minutes, you're just checking boxes and running through it. That's it. The end. So we look at the power that I'm getting from the core 4. Then honesty. Got to tell the truth. Have to tell the truth. Here's where I'm at from a power standpoint. Then I want to evaluate as I go through the course of the day. Am I losing energy at any point? Just be conscious of it at lunchtime. Am I losing energy yet today? No. Okay. What can I do right now, though, to maybe give me even more of an energy boost? If the answer is yes, I am losing energy, what can I do to pick it back up? And then at the end of the day, when you leave your office, you leave work, you do the same thing. Where am I at on energy right now? Because I want to go home with energy. I don't want to show up at home not having the same energy. So I might have an end of the day ritual. So you can have these little moments throughout the course of the day that help to stimulate energy and focus and power so that you can actually end the day even stronger than the way you started it with your core 4. So that's all I've got for you here today, folks. I hope that gives you some good insights, some good power, some good energy, and some good focus moving forward. As always, if you need anything, don't hesitate to email me. I'm here for you. Dr. Troy, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.